What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The David Lopez Show, presented by Passion Park Entertainment. I am so excited to be back. This is a very special week. It's a holiday week. For those of you listening to this today, this is the day before Thanksgiving. So tomorrow, a lot of people will be having to deal with some annoying conversations with their family. You know, I know you know about that. But it's a good time spending time with your family and whatnot. I'm excited. I'm excited to eat a lot of food. Some good grub. So enjoy that. It's a very special week. But besides just the holidays, it's also a special episode because I have an announcement to make. I just said wake. An announcement to make. I have an announcement to make. Announcement to make. That's where the DJ is supposed to come in right there. All right. I was very excited there. Now I'm going to bring it down a second so I can articulate the announcement and you guys can actually understand what's happening here. Well, in some very short time here, really quickly approaching, I have a live date to announce, and I'm excited about that. For a long time, I know a couple weeks back I had talked about it, and I definitely have mentioned it several times on this podcast, is my idea of wanting to have like a different live experience, like a different live show. I didn't, I don't know, not to knock concerts, and I've done, for those of you who have been following me, you know that for, years I was just performing like every, couple times a month. I was performing a lot, and I've done a lot of those shows, and some of them productive for my career and some of them not so much. Although I think any time on stage is productive in general because it, the more experience, the better, in my opinion. And I think that's mostly fact. But excuse me. I've just been wanting to create something different. I know I do a lot of different things, and it's not just making music. And so I wanted to incorporate that and just create an interesting experience. And with that being said, the show date that I want to announce is Thursday, December 6th. So it's only 2 weeks from Thanksgiving. 2 weeks from tomorrow, I will be at Stage 773 in Chicago. Stage 773 on the north side. It's on Belmont here in Chicago. It's a theater, so it's interesting. They do a lot of plays, some musicals, and different stuff like that. But I have one of the theater spaces will be for our show, so it's at 8 p.m. The show isn't, as you see on the flyer here, I'm calling it the David Lopez Show, like this podcast, and it's because I didn't know exactly what to name it, and because it's not exactly going to be a live podcast, and it's not exactly going to be a live concert. It's not going to be a musical either. I don't know exactly how to explain it, but it's going to be an experience. It's a show that will feature me, special guests, new music that's never been heard, and just live performances, and it's towards the direction of what I want to do live, and I'm very, very excited to get it going and to see what it's going to be like. So with that being said, please support. If you're in town, that'd be awesome to come support and come out and see the show. It's going to be a fun time. We're also accepting toy donations. I know that we, for the past couple of years, we always try to do a toy drive or a holiday party and accept toys and take them in. And we're not exactly doing like a free event, but we're doing this concert, and we're accepting toy donations, and we will be donating them. I will be bringing those over, and I will take some pictures to document and let you guys all see how much we get to donate. But I think it's important that every year we try to give back and do what we can. So I'm very, very excited. I'm still working on the details of just exactly how the show is going to go and everything, and all the special guests I don't know, but I have some people confirmed and some people on the fringe and figuring things out. But there's a limited number of seats available because, as I said, it's a theater. It's a pretty small theater. So if you're interested in coming, please get your tickets. They're not available yet, though. So I will announce, and I will be posting. Make sure you're following me on social media. I will be posting all over when the tickets go on sale. I believe they'll be going on sale next week, probably Monday or Tuesday. But they're not on sale yet, but I'm announcing the show because I'm more than excited and I want to get the word out. So Thursday, December 6th, come experience me live. And there's There's going to be a bunch of new music. Originally, when I was looking to, obviously I haven't performed too much lately, and I was kind of waiting until So Much More 2 was completely ready. I was thinking that it was going to be like album release shows and then just get it going. But I'm gonna get a jump on it a little quicker. We're gonna get these shows going. The album is not quite done. I'm really gearing in, honing in, finishing it up. But the single that I'm very excited about, I think I just finished recording it this morning. So sending that stuff out, waiting for some stuff. I don't want to give away too much, but I'm very excited. I think it's a very good record. Anyways, it's enough about that. But make sure to stay in tune with me on Instagram because that's where I'm going to be talking about all the behind-the-scenes stuff for the show at Stage 773. I have a bunch of cool things I want to do, and then we'll probably do some sort of like commercials or ads for it here on our YouTube channel. So make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're subscribed. All right. Well, today's episode, for those of you listening audio-wise, will be a fun interview that I had a couple months back with Lex Trifecta, very talented artist who resides here in Chicago. You will hear from the interview his backstory, where he's from, a lot of the stuff that he does. He also works in the kitchen and does a lot of culinary stuff. And just a very interesting cat. Got some good energy. The Save the World gang that they got over there is a cool crew, and we've got to do some shows with them and stuff. And so big ups to Lex. I appreciate you coming by. That was a really fun interview. If you're watching this in the video at the end, you'll get linked to the video interview if you want to check that out. But this is actually the last of the old interviews. This is the last one. So what that means is from now on, it's all new, baby. It's all new, baby. I mean, the videos, for sure have to be new. I'm not just going to re-release old videos. But on the audio side, all the interviews will be new. Everything's going to be new. We just gotta get up to date now. We are up to date, up to speed. So I'm excited about that. Yeah. Very excited about that. There's something else I'm very excited about, and it's not Thanksgiving, although I am very excited about that food. It's something that we talk about here every week on the show. Generally, I get into this accent when we get into this portion of the show. I think you guys might have an idea. I think you might. Last week we talked about there was a big game. Huh? There's another game tomorrow on Turkey Day from the same old team. That's right, we're talking about the Bears. The Bears, baby. What a win. What a fucking win on Sunday night against the Vikings. Oh, man, that was exciting. We had that game. We had that game the whole game. I mean, they made it close at the end, but we had it. It felt like we had control the whole game. And we're in first place, baby, by a game and a half. So it's very exciting here in Chicago. It's hard not to. When the Bears are good, man, of course we got all these sports teams and we have a very loyal fan base. But when the Bears are good, I just feel like the city is like, Bears. Everybody's just on it. So it's very exciting. But Mitchell is, I believe, questionable for tomorrow's game. Trubisky is. I think he hurt his shoulder in the game. I didn't even know about it, but then the reports came out yesterday that Chase Daniel might make the start for the Bears, and I just don't want to take the Lions too lightly. We beat them pretty handily in our first time against them, but that was here. We're gonna be in Detroit on Thanksgiving. Everybody's gonna be pumped. We gotta really come through. Don't want to lose one that we need to get. But yeah, man, our defense looked amazing. Khalil Mack's the monster, like always. So that was it was super exciting. Of course, there was some mistakes. Mitch did not play perfect by any means, but he still showed some really good signs. I thought some of those runs, man, he's so athletic. He does a really good job of not getting hit, of avoiding getting hit, in my opinion. And but he still makes some dumb throws and just some questionable decisions here and there. But offense looks good. They're moving the ball. Second half, they didn't score as much as should have. There's some questionable management of the clock down the stretch. That's going to be interesting. Is that it's first year head coach, young quarterback, is going to be how they evolve throughout the season, and we'll see how they manage close games. Because we theoretically could have 2 more wins, almost 3. We could almost be undefeated, but obviously that's how the NFL goes. It'll be interesting to see how they grow and if their time management starts becoming a little better. The Dolphins and the Packers loss. A lot of people attribute not the whole losses, but a big factor to Nagy conservative play calling at the end when we could have, pushed the ball a little more. and ice the game really in both situations. So we'll be curious to see how that evolves, because I'm sure there's going to be some close games on the stretch. There's got to be, and we got to be able to win some. So I'm very excited, and I'm very excited to watch some football tomorrow morning at 11. Unfortunately, I'm sure some other people are dealing with this. Because we don't do Thanksgiving at my house. I go to my cousin's house, and that's at like in the middle of the daytime. We got to get out there, so I got to manage. I'm really helping the Bears take a good third quarter lead here, because then that's probably where I'm anticipating third, fourth quarter is I got to hit the road to head to my family's house. I can't be in the car during a close fourth quarter in an NFC North divisional game. Come on, Bob. What am I supposed to do here, Bob? I don't know. So a lot going on there, but exciting nonetheless. And another primetime football game that happened this week, and I know everybody's been talking about it. I've been talking about it all week, but it was just fucking amazing, was that Chiefs-Rams game. Holy shiitake. A bajillion points were scored, I believe. If I'm correct, the score was 948 to 934. Very impressive outpouring from the teams. I mean, it might as well have been that. It was an insane game. They scored so much, but Mahomes in the end threw a big interception when they had a chance. That was just an exciting game. I'm not even going to break that down too much. I did get to watch it. It was just. I mean, I don't know if the NFL is getting toward, is headed in that direction where that's primarily going to be what it is. I mean, obviously, it seems like in this attention-seeking, fast-moving culture, points are what people want, and that was frankly great. But the funny thing about it is, as much as it's all offense and people are like there's no defense, a lot of the biggest plays came on the defensive side. Aaron Donald had 2 monster plays, right? He had a sack or 2 sack fumbles. I have to look at the stats. I can't remember exactly. And then the other guy had the interception return and the fumble strip. It was just, so it's funny. Like, there was some big defensive plays, even though there was so much offense. Really entertaining stuff, though. It's interesting that both the NFL and the NBA are the scoring average is increasing in both sports. I believe. I mean, I know definitely in the NBA. I'm pretty sure. I mean, offenses are improving in the NFL, especially with all the rules. But I'm pretty sure in baseball that's not really changing. Nothing's really changing there. And everybody's complaining about how that sport is not growing as they were hoping it would, and yet the sport's not really changing too much. I mean, it's the nature of the sport. It's hard. They've tried to make some rule changes, but you're not going to get it to it's not going to be – I just don't think you can progress baseball into a really fast-paced, high-scoring sport. It's just not really that. If anything, it looks like the game's going into where there's not going to be a starter who pitches 7 innings. There's just going to be all relievers. Then the games are going to be even more boring because there's going to be like 2 innings of dominant pitcher, 2 innings of dominant pitcher, 2 innings of dominant pitcher, and it's all analytics. That's where baseball's headed. Watch. We're going to go to 7 inning, and in 15 years, there's going to be 7-inning games, and there's going to be like 3 pitchers per game, like a 3-inning pitcher, 3-inning pitcher, 2 or a 1 or something like that. Watch. Game's going to change. Mind-blowing. Look at this podcast, or listen to this podcast in 2038. That's my prediction. If that happens, that'd be crazy. And if it's like exactly how I just said it. But anyways, so that's exciting. There's some other good football games on tomorrow. Just, eat some food and watch football all day. Should be a good day. So enjoy the holidays. And then I know a ton of people are ready to get their Black Friday shopping on. Get their shopping on. I just can't believe how many people go shopping on Thanksgiving. I briefly remember when it kind of changed. I grew up across the street from a Target and a Best Buy. They literally across the street from me, right? And I mean, I remember growing up, it was always like, oh, who's going to wake up early on Friday and go wait in line across the street? Made sense. Started to get a little older. Maybe I'm 12, 13 or something like that. And it's like, all right, who's going to go out there at 2 in the morning or something like that? And then it turns into who's going to go out there at midnight? Who's going to go out there at 10 o'clock because the stores start opening the night before? And then all of a sudden, I remember a couple of years ago, there's just people waiting outside on Thanksgiving at 3 o'clock before I go to my family's house. They're just waiting out there. And I'm just like, what the So I'm amazed by that, and I know plenty of people are doing that, and I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. I'm just amazed by it because it's crazy how you see the evolution of it. And now, frankly, I think some stores are even doing the Black Friday deals today on the day before Thanksgiving. And I know a lot of people do their shopping online. I saw Black Friday deals online today. So I don't understand what's happening, but what is going to eventually happen? Like, are they you can't go just do the whole month of November? Like, everything is moving so fast in a crazy way. It's just, it's wild. It's wild. Anyways, I jumped ship in the middle of my sports segment right there. I was talking football. Hey. Well, I don't got much else. I don't really have much about the Bulls. I mean, Denzel Valentine's still hurt. He's probably not going to play the whole year. Well, let's just get a lottery pick like I said last week. Let's get a really good lottery pick. Fuck it. Let Lowry sit out all year. Bring him back like the last 2 months. Let him get some buckets, get his legs under him. And let's just get a good lottery pick. Let's get I want RJ Barrett. I mean, I'll take Zion too, but I want RJ Barrett. But actually, no, NBA-wise, which was crazy, besides the Warriors debacles, which we mentioned last week, but they've lost like they lost 3 in a row and 4 out of 6, which is pretty crazy because that team should not lose many games. But more than that, Kemba Walker. Shout out to Kemba out here getting buckets. One of the sickest step backs in the game. That dude's step back Jay is fucking crazy. He gains the most separation of anybody in the fucking. I mean, I don't know about anybody. Very close to the most separation of anybody in the league, especially for being so little and not having the longest legs compared to some of these other dudes. He gains so much space. It's all pop on that step back. Anyways, though, he had 60 and then he had 43 to follow that up. So just balling out there, just balling. But they lost in that 60-point game against the Sixers. Jimmy Buckets hitting that buzzer beater. That was an epic game. I didn't get to see it, but it looked fucking awesome. But shout out to Kemba. He is the David Lopez Show's MVP of the week. Only on the NBA side, because the football side, we gotta go the whole Bears defense, probably. Bears. Or Akeem Hicks. He was dominant. And Khalil. Khalil was great. All right. Anyways, yeah, I'm not gonna keep this one too crazy today. I just wanted to talk about a little bit about the football, and then a little Thanksgiving talk, but mainly the announcement of the show, which is my baby, my pride and joy. I'm excited. I'm rehearsing all week. I have a planned rehearsal with somebody next week to go through some stuff, deciding what tracks to do, what tracks to premiere. I want to keep it real, intimate, casual. Like I said, it's a small theater, so you got to get seats. I'm hoping it sells out. I mean, I'm hoping we can do that. It's obviously only 2 weeks short notice, so we'll see. We'll see about that. But yeah, let's make it happen. If you're a supporter of the show, please come out. I would love to talk to you personally and meet you and just thank you for supporting the show. But it would be great to see you and to meet you out at Stage 773 on Thursday, December 6th. I am beyond excited for that. And as far as tomorrow goes, Thanksgiving, I want to wish everybody a good luck in their family talks, in their endeavors with trying to navigate through some interesting conversations. Your parents are going to try to wonder, why are your eyes so bloodshot when you're coming to the table right now? I mean, and why do you have a plate that's stacked 4 feet in the air? I don't know. Do I have to answer that? Do I have to answer why I smell like a skunk while I'm waiting for this mac and cheese to come out? I don't think so. I think you know why. I'm just hoping that there's not too many, it's all about bottles of wine and political conversations. That's what happens at these holidays. And that's my white side of the family, obviously. I don't think I had to explain that. I think that was pretty understood. But it's great times. I'm just messing around. I know a lot of people could deal with some more family time. We could all use it, and then we could also use getting away from it too. Balanced approach. It's all about balance, isn't it? It's all about balance. Well, I'm not gonna keep you anymore. I really enjoyed this interview with Lex. Like I mentioned before, I like his energy. I like his spirit. I try to be a pretty positive person in general. I try to be I think I just naturally am kind of optimistic, but I can be low sometimes. And of course, like everybody, but I try to provide a good spirit and be up there. And this is another guy who I really, really admire for doing that, because I feel like he does that, and I feel like he does it purposely, like on purpose to try to bring people up and help people. And so that's good. It's good to meet people like this. maybe we'll have him back on the show another time. But make sure you go support him. Follow him on Instagram and social media and check out his music and whatnot. But yeah, once again, thank you for supporting the show. Happy Thanksgiving. Stay tuned for more info on my show on December 6th, but make sure to get some tickets and come out and see you. Come out and see your boy. One love. Happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy the interview.
I wonder if I could have my own show.